Hey everybody, welcome to New Mexico Desert Classics. Few things in this world are as fun as having to use Neverdull. When I say having to use, I mean getting to use Neverdull. So Neverdull is one of my favorite products to use because every time I'm using it, it means it's on something shiny. And as much as I like patina rides, I like chrome. And I also like polished aluminum. So Neverdull, if you're not familiar with it, it's an impregnated wadding that don't know what's in it, but if you've ever been around the military, you know what Neverdull is. So follow along as I use a little bit of Neverdull on the ICMP ultra rare Volkswagen wheels that I picked up this week. Thanks. Okay, so these have been sprayed off and but not not scrubbed. So when you apply Neverdull, especially on aluminum, I always try and go with any grain that there might be. So I'm just going to apply this. There's not too much curb rash on this one, which is nice. Got a little bit of a ding here, but just working my way around. You can see as it pulls out the nastiness that's trapped in here, you'll see it start to darken up a bit. So it's getting quite a bit off of this one. I'm going to work on these center spokes a bit. Now the black paint, I don't know if it's original or not. I don't, well, I can tell you it isn't unless the factory did a really crappy job. I don't know if they were originally detailed. I love the look of them being detailed. I've only been able to find a couple pictures online of ICMPs. There's not a lot of markings on them other than made in Japan and 15 by 4.5 inches. They are 4 by 130s, so 4-lug Volkswagen. They're also, interestingly, I'm guessing they're not from the 70s, probably from the 80s, because they have, they're cast into them is the words meets SEMA 5-1 or SEMA Spec 5-1. So I did a little bit of research on SEMA Spec 5-1, and it appears it was a kind of a quality control testing function in the 1980s for aftermarket wheel manufacturers. It involved, everything from drop tests to compression tests to see how strong the wheels were. Back to the black paint on these, it's you just kind of work the wadding open to make sure you get all the goodness in it. But the black paint on these is it's got fingerprints and whatnot in it. It looks like they did a really good job of taping it off, and then it looks like they did a really poor job of applying it. There's still some gunk down in these. I'll end up probably spraying them off. All right, so there's the application of the Neverdull. I'm going to hit the spokes a little bit more, and then I'm going to grab a cloth to take it off. So if you've been watching the videos on these wheels and you just have to have them, hit me up. You can, on YouTube, you can just comment. On Instagram, you can send me a message. They're looking pretty good. Nice little ding in that one. Yeah, I really like them. I just I don't have any cars other than 914s that run this bolt pattern, but I'm a sucker for vintage wheels, and I had never seen them, and I like rare things, so I went ahead and jumped on them. Now let's talk center caps. Pardon me. So 3 center caps came with these wheels, and I'm thinking that is the factory one. I could be wrong. If you know, let me know. fact, you know what? Let's hit that with some Neverdol. I'm just getting all kinds of distracted today. Let's see how that, if it'll take that surface rust off of this. Oh yeah. See if I can get down in that crease. Don't know what this gunk is, but it's coming off. Let's see if I can get that up with my thumbnail. Nope. All right, so I'm gonna have to work on that. Might have to wire brush it a bit, we'll see. Just get down in here really good. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I enjoyed time with my in-laws up at their ranch in central New Mexico. My 13-year-old daughter got her first deer. Nice little whitetail buck. It's awesome to continue that tradition. She got to hunt with me and with her grandpa. So that was awesome. All right, so if you weren't sold on Neverdol, figure you probably are now. All that surface rust is gone. All right, let's pop this sucker in. I'm not going to pop it in all the way, but you can see how they look with the center cap. Now, I said it came with 3 center caps. It came with 2 Mazda center caps. So honestly, what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to pick up 2 more vintage Mazda center caps, pop the caps off, put a black sticker in there, maybe get some stickers made that say ICMP. We'll see. Let's see if these ones clean up. See if I'm ordering 2 vintage Mazdas or if I'm ordering more. All right, the Neverdol's doing its job. Okay, they're a little beat up, but see if I can pop that one back out. And maybe not. All right, so I'm going to clean up the rest of these wheels and add some pictures at the end of the video. And then, so I just wanted to hit them with some Neverdol and see what they would look like. I will probably go ahead and put a buffing wheel on my drill and see if I can't bring back even more shine to these. I've done that with a couple sets of Rivieras that worked really good. On all the wheels, there's really only one that has any substantial curb rash, and it's not bad at all. Let me bring that one into camera here. Yeah, when you got a set of vintage wheels and that's the worst curb rash you've got, it's not too bad. It's not bent. It'll still hold air. Should be able to polish quite a bit of that out. Might have to grind just a little bit, but all right. I'm gonna go ahead and see what I can do. Now this one has not been cleaned up. Let's just see what a little bit of Neverdol next to this curb rash does. It's not abrasive, so, and I might use some Bartender's Friend on them and see how that does. It works really good on a lot of soft metals. But you can just see what it's bringing up out of this, all that gunk. I'm going to try and come to a hard stop here and see, so you guys can see a difference. I can see a difference. It's kind of hard to come to a stop on this because the stuff out of the Neverdull transfers pretty good. Now Neverdull is kind of like wax. I didn't do it this time, but it is best to let it set before you try and take it off, because all you do is push it around when you take it off. Now look at that. See if we can get a little bit of light glint there. That's awesome. All right, so that's going to wrap it up for today. Thanks for watching. As always, here on New Mexico Desert Classics, we're always out finding cars, or in this case, wheels, because everything's got a story. I wish I knew the story on these, but I don't. So I'm just going to add them to the rarest of rare category. You know, rare is an interesting thing when it comes to cars and wheels and aftermarket stuff, because a lot of times with rare vintage stuff, we use the word rare. Well, I'm here to tell you, sometimes rare things were rare for a reason. Like, they're rare because they were ugly. I have a set of Essence wheels, extremely rare. Yeah, they were extremely rare because nobody liked them. They were ugly tri-spokes that nobody liked. So not a lot of people bought them, and so they had a very short run life. These are beautiful, quite honestly. I don't know if they were, you know, just a small company or what, but sometimes that happens. So these are ultra rare, but pretty. So that's my favorite kind of rare. All right, so don't forget to like, subscribe, all the fun stuff, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day.